Hey guys, what's good? It's me, Caleb, or Namakazi, and today's story time is honestly absolutely insane. I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's definitely one of my favorite story times to tell people, but before I tell today's story time, I just want to say thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I know 100 subs is honestly nothing, but I'm definitely getting a lot more support than I thought it would be after just a few uploads, so I really appreciate it. And I also want to let you guys know I'm going to be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. Two of you guys will be winning $20 gift cards of your choice. Just let me know when I got you. And all you gotta do to be entered in the giveaway is subscribe and leave a comment on any of my videos and you'll be entered. You don't gotta subscribe to my OnlyFans and leave a like on my Insta page or anything like that like the those YouTubers. All you gotta do is subscribe, leave a comment on any video so I can find you. And if you're already subscribed, don't worry, you're already entered in the giveaway. So yeah, today's story time takes place back my sophomore year of high school. I was about 15 at this time, so 2 years ago from now, and me and my friends, or me and my teammates, same thing, we just won a hockey game, and we decided we're going to go celebrate at my friend's house. We're going to call this friend Simon, and we decided to invite a couple other teammates over the house, and invite a couple girls over, and we wouldn't even consider this a party, or a small party. We only have about 4 or 5 girls, and about like 5, 6 guys, and we're just chilling, hanging out all night, having a good time. And obviously around like 10 or 11, people started going home because that's just what you do. And me, I was spending the night, and so was my friend. We're going to call this friend Brody. And the last girl that didn't leave yet, it's around 10 or 11. She's the only one there still, which is cool because my friend doesn't have parents. Oh, my friend's 15. He has parents. He doesn't live by himself. His parents don't get home till about 3, 4 a.m. Really, really late because of their job. And so we're like, yeah, you have time. I mean, if you want to stick around, that's cool. And just me and my friend Simon, kind of giving them some alone time, bro, because it's kind of like Brody's girl. And they're hanging out for a while. Then we all started hanging out for a while, just chilling. And then it gets kind of later, around like 1, 2, and then my friend and I start like worrying a little bit more. We're like, okay, bro, like she's still here, but your dad and your mom are gonna be home soon. He's like, yeah, I know. Kind of gotta tell him like hurry it up or tell her she's gotta leave soon. We're like, yeah, I know for sure. So basically, we're like, hey, we're gonna call the girl Stephanie. Like, hey, Stephanie, when do you think you're gonna be going home? Like, Simon's parents are gonna be home soon. She's like, oh yeah, shoot, I was planning on spending the night. And we're like, oh, well, remember we kind of told you that really won't work. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I forgot. And we're like, yeah, it's cool. Do you want us to call you an Uber or something? And then she's like, sure, I guess that works because we were 15, we didn't have a car, and we didn't even have any money, so that was all our money, which we didn't really have to do. We didn't want to have to do that, but she didn't have any money for an Uber, and I don't know how she thought she was getting home. But yeah, my friend Simon offers to pay the Uber. We offered to split it 3 ways. Of course, her own guy she was with didn't even offer to pay any of it, but I mean, we also don't hang out with that guy anymore, so whatever. He didn't even offer to pay, and he was like, kind of like, guys, let her stay, like, let her stay. And they're like, bro, what do you mean let her stay? You think his parents will really be cool with this girl just hanging out? And he's like, okay, yeah, he kind of finally came to his senses, realized that he's kind of an idiot. And yeah, so we kept on trying to get this Uber to work, but then we're realizing, like, dude, like, it keeps canceling, like, there's no Uber drivers, it's 2 or 3 a.m., it's hard to get an Uber over there, especially where he lives, kind of lives out, I wouldn't say too far out in the middle of nowhere, but there's definitely not like tons of city area where there's tons of Uber drivers. So yeah, then we start getting a little worried. We're like, dude, it's like 3 a.m. Like your parents will be here like honestly any minute. And my friend Simon's like, I know. Like shoot, like we just need to think of something once they get here because we're definitely not gonna kick her out of the house and like make her sit outside, especially 3 a.m. at night. Like that's ridiculous. So I was basically alright. From here on out, I don't really know the story because what I did, you can call me a pussy, sure. I'm like, bro, I'm going to sleep in your little brother's room. I'm not a part of this. I didn't know that this was happening. I didn't know she was here. Okay. You just say that you invited her over and I was asleep. And my friend Simon, he's a real one. He was like, all right, bro, go to bed. I promise this will be handled. I was like, all right, bro, thank you. I went to bed, honestly, really quickly because I was exhausted. And basically what happened with her, I guess, is, of course, eventually his parents got home. They're like, oh shoot, like, damn it, like, get in the bathroom. And like, she's like, what? Are you serious? And he's like, yes, please, please, like, get in the bathroom. And she's like, okay. And she gets in the bathroom. Their parents open the door. Hey guys, what you doing? It's up. You're up pretty late, aren't you? He's like, yeah, but it's the weekend. They're basically just being like, yeah, we're just playing video games. Like, all right, yeah, that's cool, whatever. How was work? Talking, small talk, whatever. And then they realize they close the door, and then the first thing they do, of course, is they open the bathroom door. And my friend and my other friend, Simon and Brody, they're panicking like, oh shoot, she's in the bathroom. And then he closes the door. No reaction, doesn't walk back in the room, says nothing. And they were like, what? Like, did he, like, what happened? Like, did she see her? Like, did he see her? Like, his dad? And then they text her, they're like, hey, Stephanie, I'm pretty sure that's the name we gave her, Stephanie, um, what just happened? They're like, I'm in the bathtub. We're like, oh my gosh, you're a genius. Good job. Because, I mean, I guess her instincts came in, or that's just, because they didn't tell her to go in the bathtub. She just did that on her own. So they're like, okay, lay low for a little bit. We'll come sneak you out soon, right? And she's like, okay. And my friend, Brody and Simon, of course, they pass out together on the twin-size bed, and they pass out, and she's still in the bathroom, hiding in the bathtub, while his parents they don't know if they're asleep, or they don't know if they're just like hanging out watching a movie or something. But they wake up in the morning, and that girl Stephanie is in bed with them. So they wake up, it's Stephanie, Simon, Brody, all in the same twin-size bed, all sleeping together. Keep in mind, I'm just, minding my own business, sleeping in the little brother's room across the hall. I knew nothing about this, so I was just like sound asleep for this whole time. And their dad knocks on the door, opens it. Hey guys, get ready. It's almost noon because they've been sleeping for a while. Get up, all that. And they're like, okay. And then like all three of them, they're like, actually just the two guys, their eyes just like open wide open, and they're just like, oh no, did he just see her? Like, what the hell? Like, but she was like under the blankets completely, and I guess he just thought that all three of us guys were sleeping in the same twin bed, because he didn't say anything. I just assume he just thought it was me. So I guess that is pretty clutch that I didn't end up sleeping on the floor or anything, or on the couch. And then because he never checked the little brother's room because he wasn't there that day. He was at his friend's house or something like that. At his friend's house. So they were just like, "Look, okay, we need to get you out of here. Like, this is it. Like, we need to get you out of here. Or else we're screwed." Because he did have surprisingly strict parents. For someone that would do something like that. So he knew he had to get her out, and basically they just like, we're gonna like walk her out slowly, like room by room, like get in this room, hide, get in this room, hide, until you're out by the front door. They put her in the bathroom, which is right outside of his room. Go down to the kitchen just to talk to his parents, say good morning. They're still scared, still thinking what they should do to get her out of the house. And sorry about that. And what they do is they're just like waiting, 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 and then they just like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go back to the room. The parents are still in the kitchen cooking breakfast or lunch, whatever. It's kind of noon, so breakfast for lunch. And they look back in the bathroom, and she's gone. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, where is she? Like, did she just run off? Like, hoping like she didn't like go down to the kitchen or go in someone's room. And they're like looking for her, and they just go back down to the kitchen, and they're just like, they're talking to their parents, or my friend Simon's parents, and you can tell that they can tell that they're scared. Like, what's wrong? Like, nothing. Just, we're tired. Like, all right, yeah. And then just like we're wondering like where she went. And then like just talking to them for like 10 minutes later, they text them. They're like, where did you go? Like, how did you get out? Like, are you in the house still? And she's like, oh no, I left. And like, what? Like, she's like, yeah, I left. And they're like, oh, okay. Cool, I guess. How did you leave? She's like, I just walked out the front. And like, I guess they just never heard her. Like, the living room is literally connected to the kitchen, kinda. So you would have definitely thought that they would have seen or heard her, but I guess not. But yeah, that's basically it for today's story time. They ended up waking me up, telling me everything that happened. I was like, damn, that's absolutely insane. And they're like, yeah, because it honestly was. So if you enjoyed today's story time, leave a like and comment down below what kind of gameplay you guys want to see for future videos. And just the moral of the story is don't do what we did. Peace.